Hey guys, so I just received a quote request for custom woven labels, so I thought this would be the perfect time to talk about it. First things first, let's go ahead and jump right into it. There are different types of woven labels. I would say the two most popular would be centerfold labels and flat labels. The reason being, it's dual purpose. So you can put the centerfold label on the back of your t-shirt right here. You can also put it right here, and you can also put it at the bottom of your t-shirt. So I tend to sell most frequently these centerfold labels because for that reason you can use it in many different places. The other thing to know about woven labels is that the minimum order is pretty high at 300 units. So if you are looking to go with woven labels, you'll need to order at least 300. So there are many different places and purposes on why you can use a centerfold label. Flat label I think is most popular. On the inside neck label, flat label, you can, just like with the centerfold. So the centerfold, you would put it on the bottom hem. The flat label, you would put across the top. Another thing to think about when it comes to labels in general is that there's part one, which is ordering the woven labels, and then the step two, which is sewing it on. So there's two costs there that often aren't thought about when you're initially ordering the woven labels. So that's something else to think about. But that's one way to private label your clothing line. The other way to private label your clothing line is through screen printed tags. The difference between screen printed tags and woven tags is woven, it's an actual tag that you sew in, while printing, it's printed on. So it's like ink on a t-shirt. People like screen printed tags because there's no touch, there's no feel, so it doesn't feel scratchy on the neckline. They also like screen printed tags because the minimum order quantity is less. So you can order as little as 50 screen printed tags, unlike the 300 that you would need to go with for woven labels. Let me tell you something that happened to me back in the day. When I first started my clothing line 10 years ago, before I started the screen printing business, and I made the mistake of ordering 1,000 woven labels for my brand because I thought I'm gonna be in business for a long time. I'm gonna eventually use my woven labels. So I thought I would get a bigger discount by ordering more. However, what ended up happening 6 months later is that I decided I wanted to change my logo, but I couldn't change my woven tags. Therefore, I eventually sat on about 600 woven labels that are still probably in my closet somewhere. But what I like about screen printed tags is that on each project you can customize it. Maybe if your logo changes, or if you just want to change it up on each particular project, you can do so with screen printing. So it has a bit more flexibility. So woven labels are good because I think it adds more of a premium finish. Not a lot of people opt for woven labels, so I think when your brand does have that, it sets you apart. Screen printing, on the other hand, is going to be a bit cheaper on smaller projects, and the minimum order quantities are lower. So those would be the differences, so you can make an educated decision on your next order. Thanks, guys.